Sponsy's back in the building, and we are doing our Premier League season predictions. You're watching Foot and Mouth. Welcome back to Foot in Mouth. Ethan, I'm gonna ask you second for now. Spons, how you doing, bruv?
You back, Spons?
My man's a freeze frame.
We've had to edit Spons into episodes.
How you doing?
I'm alright, how you guys doing?
Good, bro. Good to have you back on the show.
Just in time for predictions, bro.
Hey!
Just in time. And look,
Almost
last
like
season,
almost like a plan.
I think we did decent last season with our predictions, but this season we'll do even better.
I'm pretty sure I cleaned it out in predictions.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely did the business in FPL last season, which is back, by the way.
Speaking of
Everybody
Spons,
join up.
Spons, are you at least going to try this season?
Last season,
I
you
tried
stuck to your
last
guns,
season.
bro. You stuck to your guns last season. You didn't change your team at all. Transfers, substitutes.
I want to see one captain change 1 week, bro. Do
Virgil
something.
was captain for your
I'm
whole
loyal.
season.
I'm fucking loyal.
I will say that you finished like 4th from the bottom.
Yeah, you didn't lose.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Because
What do you mean
Owens,
somehow?
Owens,
I had a plan
Owens
and
were
I stuck to it.
genuinely trying, finished below you, which I thought was crazy.
Because they didn't have a plan. I had a
You had a
plan.
plan, yeah. Even though
Just because
by
you
the end of the
fucking-
season, half your team is injured. There's like 5 guys who have played a full
And then
match.
everybody had an
how
injury crisis.
many red did you see when you opened this team? And I was just like, he's still
You guys
doing
opened
it,
my
though.
team? That means you guys were fucking fishing for fucking...
No, we weren't.
I
Yeah.
honestly just wanted to see if you did actually stick to the guns, and you did. This man, he said it. He said he's not going to do any changes for the whole season. He
didn't
didn't
actually say that.
And no, you did. You did.
No, but I think when I said that, I think I was more like rationalizing.
Yeah.
After I realized,
That was after you had fucked up. Yeah, you're
after
like,
I was like, nah, fuck, there's a bit effort in it.
My
Yeah.
man literally did not finish bottom
Nah,
of
but
the
look at
table.
guys.
I think that's an achievement.
Honestly, it's cool, but I think like, can't we have like a more realistic one where you don't actually fucking change your team all the time and just pick a team? That would be kind of cool.
we would
Well,
have to
I
make
mean,
our own.
I guess that's
we would have
FIFA
to make our own
FIFA
FPL
manager.
for that.
I guess
Spons.
that is just manager mode.
That's just
Yeah.
manager mode, bro. But yeah, look, we're going to get into FPL stuff eventually. For now, Ethan, how you doing? I didn't ask you. Sorry, bro.
I'm good. I'm coming off the back of a pretty good 1-1 community
I thought you were
shield.
gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
I was coming off the batch of a sickness and I'll be like, yo.
I was also about to say,
way-
I didn't notice you were
It could be
sick.
that too after the way
You
the
lost.
season might go. I
Nah,
don't
you
think
know
it
what?
was. It was
Like,
penalties though.
I will just say
Penalties.
7-6, 7-6
the
on
first
penalties.
opportunity for
7-6, yeah.
bans, bro.
7-6,
No,
bro.
look, and also-
I think United could have won if it went to extra time. I'm not gonna
Yes,
lie.
the way
I
United
actually
were
do
playing,
think-
and also let's talk about those penalties for a second. Onana is out here doing his own. I know he said he's gonna change.
It's funny as you
change
start
the way.
speaking about the game starts raining.
I was just gonna say, if you can hear that, apologies. I doubt you can. You know when Mensa do that, apologies.
Yeah.
I never hear that.
I never hear that shit either.
Yeah.
Bro, and it
No.
looks like, oh, the fucking cars.
I'm pretty iffy about it. I can't lie. I like to make mention of it. It is
Never,
raining, but
yeah.
Ethan, sorry, floor is yours. Community shield.
No, look, Onana did mention earlier that he's gonna be trying new things this season,
Sorry.
and we've seen
Swansea.
we've seen 2 penalty shootouts. He did the same thing against Arsenal when
In
they
the
played
pre-
in the
pre-season
friendly.
friendly, yeah.
He does this thing where he shows the goals. You go this way,
I
and
don't
then
like it.
Look, I'm actually fine with it. To be
feel
honest, I don't
feel
give a
like
shit.
That's like, say you're playing the goal. I haven't played
Yes,
FIFA in a
yeah.
while.
Yeah.
But that's like,
AFC.
whatever. You playing the goal game, and I feel like he's holding a left trigger
Yes,
and
and
going with a
finesse
right
save.
analog stick.
Yeah.
Just a young
little taunt. Yeah, a
No,
little
the taunts
taunt.
are usually
Yeah,
with the D-pad.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. Same thing on the WWE games.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
But
It's usually D-pad vibes.
look, I don't honestly give a shit. I'm gonna be honest. Penalties most of the time, I think penalties favor the guy who's taking them anyway.
Yeah.
So I like it when the keeper does anything. I mean, we saw Martinez in the World Cup with all his antics. Somehow he made it work.
Yeah, all you gotta do is twerk rather than point out where a striker should put the ball.
Just don't.
It looks like the mind games are just working against him.
It is because the 2 players he did it to were Gabriel at
Okay.
Arsenal, the
I think
defender.
it's all in his head.
And Haaland at Man City. Look, doing it against a defender, I understand. You know,
Yeah, no one expected that penalty from Kane. Not even me, bro.
Exactly,
That
but
was a
so
hell of a
funny
penalty.
but
it
doing it
doesn't
against
work.
Haaland, I know it doesn't work. Most of the thing is though, penalties in general are
No,
most
but
of the time
he's-
goals.
But he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
like,
So
come
him
on.
taunting 2 times out of however many. Sure, it's 2 times they both scored,
And
but I
he's
mean,
not, let's be honest, he's not. United are not going to concede penalties every single
Exactly.
game. It's a matter of look. These were occasions,
Is
bro.
he, like
Yeah.
is he like a 70 rated keeper on the games?
No,
he's
no,
like
no. He's like,
84.
Sorry,
bro,
that was
we,
again.
we,
That was
we
again.
played a game.
I'm sorry, that was a young thing.
We played a game on EFC the other day, and Onana was unbeatable, bro.
he was, yeah. But no, look, let's get into the actual game. It was a close game. Obviously, it ends 1-1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Johnny, My
But
brother,
again,
my
he
brother
shouldn't
is
be there,
right.
though.
He shouldn't be.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
my
Let's be honest, Spons.
When he walked up there,
Yes.
bro, grey hairs, my
Yeah.
guy. No.
What is 37?
Yo.
Yeah, I think he
Nah,
is.
respect.
I think he is 37.
Yeah, respect
No,
for sure.
respect.
But
That-
did you see your eye? That one when he kicked that ball, yeah?
Yes, the
it,
penalty.
It looked like he didn't. It wasn't up to him whether the ball elevated or stayed on the ground. Like you know when someone kicks a ball.
Yeah, I know. Look, it was a bit of a fucking schoolyard
Yeah,
penalty.
yeah.
But he's a defender though. I know he's a very
And he's
experienced.
37.
I know he's a very experienced defender. He probably should score that penalty.
I don't even know what his penalty record is like. How many penalties has he
doesn't
taken?
matter.
in his
Just if you
career?
compare the other penalties, the Oaks were creaming.
Yes, they were
like
creaming.
with the one, like the hesitations and all that, and then that one comes straight.
And he literally, yeah, I know. But look, United actually looked surprisingly good.
Yeah,
we saw at the end of the game, Ten Hag said we were on their level, and he's right. I know. You can't really say Oscar Bob and like Rico Lewis are Man City starters.
Yeah, there was not at all a full strength Man City team.
But it's still a good Man City team.
Yeah.
So for United to go toe to toe, and I think we were all expecting United to get smashed in this game. Let's be honest. Even me as a United fan. Spons, you make that face?
Nah, not after the FA Cup, dude.
The FA Cup was a long time ago, though.
Nah, but this is momentum.
I mean,
And
Bro,
good
United were
not
coming
creamed,
into this
not
game with
creamed.
no defenders. Johnny
Yeah.
Evans was having to
Yeah, but
stop.
not creamed.
Okay, not cream, but I predicted the 3-1.
I
that's not a
yeah,
cream.
we both
You don't
agreed
think
on
that's
the
cream?
3-1. I think that's a cream, especially when there's a trophy on the line.
Against City, against
I
United,
know, against
a
City,
3-1
yeah,
is,
I
you
know.
definitely take that.
But
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
No offense,
to be
guys.
honest, I'm glad United look competitive at least.
Yeah.
Obviously, Amad Diallo still looks amazing. Garnacho scored the goal; he looks incredible. Rashford, Casemiro,
Rashford should have
I know,
at least
Rashford should have scored
tested
something.
the goalkeeper.
Hi,
in the
Sancho. I
first
didn't
half,
actually
bro.
see the game.
Sancho missed the penalty.
He
didn't
did miss it. Yeah, he was the other one who missed the penalty. But no, look, I think at
But
least
it's mates rates, it's vibes, everyone's
yeah,
just
we have
fucking...
it's,
And
also
it's a community shield.
It's a community shield.
It's the...
And
What
who-
was it called before? The McDonald's or something? Wasn't it?
No.
And
Oh, it's called, wasn't it just called the Charity Cup or
I-
something?
But it definitely
was the
had that...
charity.
There
fucking
is still
M.
there is still McDonald's branding at the. I think McDonald's are part of the sponsorship because remember all
Coca-Cola
this money
pound
was
now.
helps the championship teams and the lower league teams.
Smack a
Sponsor, I'm with you. I had one last night.
Yo.
But no, look, the Community Shield, it's a fucking curse anyway. Whoever wins it doesn't win the season.
How many times
Yeah.
has City won it? They always lose, don't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
haven't
they
won it
usually do
very
lose
much.
it.
United
they-
won it 21 times. I know
It
they've got
was,
the record.
I mean, they didn't celebrate, but there was a bit of a...
No, they were pretty
Well, look, it's a
happy,
trophy,
dude.
bro.
That's
It's a trophy.
genuinely, they looked pretty happy. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, like they looked like they worked for it, and,
If
and a
Arsenal
lot of
won it, I'm
people
happy,
didn't
bro.
expect City to take it seriously. I think they did end up taking it seriously. Any Manchester derby, they're gonna take
It's
seriously.
classic people. So if there's a trophy to be won, they may
They're
not
gonna
take it
take
seriously.
But yeah, no. Look, to be honest, 1-1, lose on pens. I'm not mad.
It's not
I'm
bad.
genuinely
and
not
United's performance overall was like I watched the game. It was a decent performance, more than decent actually,
Yeah.
if we're being completely honest. And yeah, I do genuinely believe if it went to extra time, I think United probably could have snuck it, bro. Both goals literally
goes
came in
straight
the
to
80.
pens.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's a community,
community
shield,
shield,
But I
yeah.
think the first goal was 82nd minute, and then Bernardo equalized in the 89th minute. Literally the whole game, no goals.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva. And it was Oscar Bob assist. Oscar Bob, one to watch. Bro.
No, Oscar Bob.
It's a sick name.
I know this is
Oscar
a sick
Bob.
name. It's incredible.
This Norway team, because he's Norwegian, this Norway team have got to do something. By the time, like, I mean, Odegaard, Haaland, Oscar Bob, obviously 3 players don't make a team, but I think if they can get some type of
Nah, but
favorable
that's a young,
run, bro.
that's a spine, kind of.
And they're young as hell, bro.
If they get a
a defender,
defender and a decent keeper,
and a keeper.
then-
Yeah.
then
No, I mean you've got the best. You've got
They've got
arguably
Oscar God as
they have
well.
to birth one. You can't just get one. You know,
They've got
it's
Oscar
a
God. Look,
country.
I genuinely think that they've got some decent players all around. It's just that they always come up against teams who are just better than them. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ethan, you said obviously not going to lose sleep over missing out on the Community Shield.
I mean, how could I?
Like you said, it is a curse. And yeah, you guys went in there pretty much handicapped with all your injuries.
Well, yeah, exactly,
Fucking
100%.
started the season.
Bro.
Speaking of, you want to get into predictions?
Yeah, look, let's get into the predictions.
Wait, is this carrying over from last season?
What you mean?
The injuries.
No, this is
it-
fresh preseason.
United kind of got fucked on the US tour. I think we came out of that with like
in the
3 or 4
Arsenal game,
injuries.
Hoyland and Yarrow both got injured in the Arsenal game alone, bro. So
How many teams were in that American thing? I think Liverpool was there also.
And
Liverpool
Chelsea.
was the
And-
the big teams were there basically. But yeah, let's get into predictions for the new season. Do you want to go from the top down?
we go from relegation to winners.
Okay,
So 20th place.
yeah. Well, look, for me, I'm going the 3 newly promoted teams.
You
to
think
get
so?
relegated.
All 3?
Yes, all 3 of them.
I'm not. Look, I think Southampton are going to finish. I think Ipswich, are going to finish bottom. I'm not
Okay.
going to lie.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I'll
I
agree
think
with
Ipswich
that.
is
yeah.
20th, and I don't think
Although
that
look,
they play bad football.
Ipswich's manager United were looking to get him at one point. There were talks that he would become England manager at one point.
That's the same dude that was at
What's his
United
name?
already, isn't?
McKenna?
Kieran McKenna. He was the assistant to Ollie when Ollie
Yeah,
was at United.
Ah man, I had Eddie Howe and fucking
Yes, those two. But then Eddie Howe said no, and Klopp also said no.
And what's Potter? Yeah. I
yes,
never
and
heard-
Potter, I don't
Potter.
know. But
Anyway.
this dude was in the talks as well, so he's a good manager. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Apparently they spoke to Klopp.
Remember, with Kieran McKenna got back-to-back promotions for Ipswich. That's not easy to do.
Yeah,
bro.
it's not.
Fair enough.
That's not easy to
fair
do.
enough. But look, I'm
And he's English, obviously.
bottom of the fucking table.
No,
They're
I
done.
think 20th. But again, they signed Amari Hutchinson permanently now. He had a good time with him last season, so maybe he can do something. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I think Ipswich 20th, we can all agree.
Yeah,
All right, 19th, I've gone, unfortunately, Southampton, bro.
yeah, they were.
I'd like to see them stay, but they've got an odd team. They haven't done very much. Like, what's his name?
I'm
is
just
still...
glad they're back.
Yeah.
It's
cool to see
fucking
them back.
Hampton and Newcastle. That's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I think they've still got I can't remember his first name, but Armstrong is still their striker, bro.
Armstrong.
He's old now. Like
I wouldn't say that man. Yo,
he's old now, bro. I think this team need to at
reminds
least
me
they
of
can
a
pull off
whack-
some madness
it reminds
signings
me
before
of
the
a.
window
It
closes.
reminds me of a whack Danny Ings. Well, not-
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not saying whack,
I'm with you on
but
that.
I mean,
though.
Danny Ings
Like,
also
Danny
been
Ings
quite
was wish-
unlucky.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
agree.
Armstrong's also kind of unlucky.
Look, Southampton are very much linked to like Aaron Ramsdale, who is a big Southampton fan. If they can pull him in, then it at least increases the odds a little bit. Yeah, the keeper. He was
Arsenal
actually
keeper. No
yeah,
ways, bro.
He
Oh,
was
fuck,
actually
what
at
is
the
that?
David Raya.
Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
Ramsdale was at the playoff game when Southampton won
that's
promotion.
Oh
amazing.
yes,
and
he was in the
dressed
crowd
as
with
Agnew.
the beard and
Dressed
shit.
as Agnew.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But yeah, I've gone Southampton 19th.
Yeah, if I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
But then what? You're not gonna do Leicester?
So none of
Nah. In
Nah,
18th, I've actually got Nottingham Forest, bro.
Yeah,
I think
fair
it's their
enough.
time.
You think Nottingham Forest?
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
think
their
let's
time.
stay up in it.
I
Oh
think it's their
man.
time, bro.
I was gonna say like not all the three teams coming up are gonna go back down again.
I
You
don't think so. I think Leicester are staying, bro.
My thing is, we learned
I
from
have a
Burnley last season.
feel-
Burnley, remember, Burnley destroyed their fucking championship.
I have a feeling.
Yeah.
and
I
then
agree.
what happened in the Premier League? They did worse than Luton.
Do you know what my thing is? Leicester still have Premier League proven players in there. They've still got Premier League winners in there.
Who's the
And
manager?
They've got Steve Cooper now.
Yeah,
And he's a Premier League experienced
Man- yeah,
manager.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I again, just as much as Kieran McKenna he has Premier League experience while
I
he
think
was assistant
Burnley
to
were
Ollie.
going on that whole the hipster vibe, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Look, also
Yeah.
Burnley,
didn't work, it didn't
Burnley,
work.
No, it
Burnley
failed.
played really, really nice style of football. It's just they did not have the personnel for it.
Yes,
But that was it.
but it-
Leicester are not going to do that. You know what I mean? Leicester are going to come in. Those players know we can't get away with that shit.
Unfortunately, it does seem like there's levels to this thing.
Yeah.
The Premier League has become a farmers' league. The same team wins it, and the same teams go out.
I think that look, the last time we saw Leicester win promotion, they won the league a season later.
Yes, that
so
looked again. That
That's
was
not gonna
that was
happen,
a,
though.
that's
no,
not.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. but what I'm saying is, with that record, I think it's at least safe to assume there's safety.
Do you know,
You know
when
what I
that
mean?
when that was happening? I thought, oh shit, okay, Leicester's.
It should have been
Yeah,
Arsenal
they should-
season.
No, yeah. Okay, we're not talking about our Arsenal bottle that season. Rather, I thought, oh shit, okay, Leicester's now, in my ignorance, Leicester's now a team now. We need
Yeah.
to watch out for. Maybe they're not going to win next year again.
But
they're
they'll
going to
they
be
got
like a
picked
top
apart,
four.
yeah,
They're going to be a
after they
top four.
won.
They literally just came, won the league, and safe.
bounced, yeah.
As soon as they won the league, Mahrez gone, Kante gone. They got picked apart, bro. And then it's like, what can you do with that team now? Because yeah, you've won it once, but it's not like you're attracting Mbappe now because you've won the Premier League after one season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Look,
if there were always an uphill battle
But
once
yeah,
they
I
won
think
it.
they stay.
I'm just saying the competition, even in those like lower teams, bro, it's tough. Like it's
Fair
so
enough.
tough. You got teams like fucking West Ham stealing players from Juventus.
Yeah.
Like that's not happening in the championship.
100%. Like 100%.
Like
But-
these levels, even like there's levels to this shit. Even the worst Premier League
Yeah,
team.
but like your Evertons and teams like that, they've
Yeah.
had
That's
scares
the
over
thing.
the last
I think
year.
it's between Everton and Forest that lost
Everton
relegation
is
place.
cloud with their
But we saw-
scares, bro. They can't keep
bro,
being
we
run
saw
like
them
that.
get points taken away how many times last season, and they were still fine.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I
Fair
think.
enough.
That's what I'm saying. I think their
And
scares.
have you seen? There's talks about Leicester having points
They
taken
are
away
apparently
already.
going to get a
I'm
point
saying
deduction as well, yeah.
teams like Everton and who else?
Bournemouth.
Nah, Bournemouth
Nah,
is
Bournemouth, I don't know. It
they-
depends now if
Everton's
they
a
can-
mid-table
Yes,
Premier
it
League
is, yeah,
side.
they
Let's be
were.
real. They
It's-
should be
they
They
solid,
were.
yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Remember,
I
for
think
like
they're
3
gonna-
seasons running now, they've been on the
Yes,
edge.
no, I'm saying that's done. I'm saying they're going to be back into mid-table.
I don't think they've done nearly enough in the transfer window to kind of earn that even,
I
bro.
think it's more
All
the
they've done is
performance.
they've sold Onana. That's it.
Yeah,
They're going to probably lose Branthwaite. That's it.
I think the performance of and what's his name, Sean Dyche.
Yeah, Sean Dyche.
I don't know, bro.
Sean Dyche don't get relegated, bro.
And I think
No,
if
he
anything,
doesn't.
he'll probably resign if it gets to that point. But I don't think that Leicester are going to... I don't think Everton are going to be that safe. I haven't put them to go down,
So
like
you
I said.
so you
Fair
think
enough.
Leicester, even with points deduction, is safe? in this Premier League.
If Everton could do it, I think Leicester can. Remember,
Nah.
we saw Leicester give Chelsea a
I know
serious
they won
game
the
in the
league,
FA
but
Cup
nah.
last season.
Exactly. Let's be honest here, bro. And again,
with
like
the points deduction, nah.
with the points deduction.
I don't scat so.
I think how many points did it be? Maybe 6 points or something. And
See,
that
what's
could
the
obviously be a
precedent on the points
defining.
also? Like, how
It
much
could be
is
a defining
one?
thing.
I mean, 2 points is
It
4
could be a
points.
defining factor, but again, from what I saw of Leicester versus Chelsea last season, Chelsea were lucky to get past Leicester in the FA Cup. And that same team is coming to the league now. I don't think Leicester are a terrible team, bro.
No, definitely not.
I don't
But,
think they're
I'm not
terrible.
saying it-
but with the points deduction.
With the points deduction. I'm sorry, bro.
No, if Everton could survive 2 points deductions with the terrible football they were playing under Sean Dyche, and that terrible football is going to continue, I think Leicester play better football than Everton, and I think that they're going to be safe. But again, that's just me. That's just me.
Okay, no, look, at least we got some differences here.
That's just me. I've actually gone for Everton to finish in 17th.
Yeah, you
So,
said
Wow.
I've gone Leicester 16th, bro. Leicester 16th.
Okay, let's do the top 7 then. What you got, Logan? You can start.
Starting in 7th, I got Fulham.
Fulham.
I got Fulham. I was between Fulham and Palace, but I think Fulham are going to edge it.
Yo, so where's West Ham in this list?
I haven't got West Ham for top 7, bro. I think the rest of the team strengthened way too much, bro.
And you don't think West Ham did with fucking Fulkrug, Todibo?
I actually, like I said, I like West Ham's team. I just think the football that Marco Silva had Fulham
No,
playing
he
last
is-
season,
he
and
is.
the same can be said for Glasner with Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
The way they closed out, I think both of
again,
them are ahead of
again
West Ham
with
still.
Palace, though, losing Olise, maybe losing Eze still.
I still think Crystal Palace are going to reinvest before the window closes. A lot can change by
Yes,
the time
they-
the window closes.
we are doing this
but
like a couple
as things
weeks,
stand,
yeah.
I mean, Fulham have looked good in pre-season. They are still playing that exact same liquid football that they were playing at the end
Is
of
it-
last season.
Is it there? They won't have second season syndrome, huh? Is it
No,
there?
no.
What was last season their first season performing so lekker?
Marco Silva came
With-
in
with
like
the-
midway
with the new
through
coach.
last season.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the new
then
coach.
now,
Start with them last
then they
season.
could have second season syndrome.
Like I said, from what I'm seeing in pre-season, that ain't a factor, bro.
Okay, fair enough.
These boys are playing, bro, and they also still linked with players like McTominay. They're not
Maxos.
finished. They're not
No,
finished
they're
with
also
business
linked
in the
with
window,
McTominay,
bro.
yeah.
So I think
United's looking good.
I think that they could genuinely. They one of the
Nah, fair
dark
enough.
horses for European
A young-
places.
a
I
young
think Fulham 7th.
Yeah, fair.
You agreeing, Swans?
Conference League.
Will you go
I
Fulham
don't say
7th?
that. I don't say Fulham's better than Palace though.
Like I said,
Especially
I
if
think that
Palace
those two were
keep
interchangeable.
If Palace keep Eze and
Yes.
like
Yeah.
away, nah.
And if they can reinvest
And
that
also
money.
Gay. They
Well, he looks like he's on his way
they
out.
still
remember?
might sell Gay.
Newcastle
yeah.
are growing very confident that they can get him. And how do you replace that, man?
Yeah, that is tough. Okay, look, that's you.
But I don't know. I'm thinking, well, Brentford, if they keep Ivan Toney.
Which they probably won't. They're desperate to sell him because
No, but no one's
otherwise
buying
they lose
him.
for
No,
free.
no one's bidding for him. No one.
Saudi are linked now, bruh.
Nah, he won't go to Saudi.
Man
Okay,
likes
look,
money.
I'm gonna go West Ham. I'm putting West Ham in my.
I think it's
in
a
my
fair
7.
shout, yeah.
I think they've improved a lot, and I know
David Moyes.
No, they
what's
got
the- what's-
Amorim, the sporting manager.
Isn't it
The
fucking Lopetegui?
Oh yeah, Lopetegui. They wanted Amorim, sorry. Yes, it's Lopetegui.
So yes,
Lopetegui.
Swansea, they also got a new manager.
Yeah.
And I think a new manager, new system.
Yeah.
Fucking
Manager bounce.
Kudus, Ward-Prowse is still there.
Nah,
Fulkrug.
I don't think with a new manager 7th in there. I think
You don't think so?
I think
I don't know
they'll-
enough about the manager. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I think
No, I don't
top
either.
10,
Yeah, I don't
but, like,
either.
nah,
Yeah, I think top. They say.
So what
I
you
think,
thinking, like
I think
eighth?
Fulham and Palace will be ahead of them then.
I don't know about Palace. I think Palace are going to sell Gay.
Palace were playing some of the best football towards
Plus,
the end of
they
last
almost
season,
got
though,
that,
bro.
that new manager last season.
Yeah,
Yes, the
Glasner.
Glasner. Yeah,
Who's
they
got
did get
them
it.
playing.
And he had
Lekker.
Mateta looking like a fucking
Nah,
like
I think-
Holland, bruh.
Look, I'm just thinking. On paper, the West Ham is a team where you can say for sure they've improved. Like
Yeah.
I think West Ham and Fulham are the two teams, and maybe Villa. Those are the 3 teams where you can be like, oh shit, these teams have gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna give the spot to West Ham.
I got to give West Ham credit. Remember, just 2 seasons ago, they were Conference League champions, so they've won European glory.
Yeah,
in
that is
recent
that's
years,
a fair
bro.
point.
You saying Palace for 7th?
Yeah.
Palace?
going Palace
I
or-
think
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
fair shout, bro. If Mateta picks up where he left off,
Yeah, I'm gonna say Palace and then yeah.
Mateta's going-
because it
he's-
depends on who I put in 6th and
In
1st.
sixth.
Mateta's
Yeah, yeah.
also got a silver medal from the Olympics, bro. So confidence boost.
No, I sponsor you laugh.
He got a goal.
I'm
in
not
that
laughing
final.
at. I'm laughing at where am I gonna place these other teams if I'm putting Palace
Okay,
at 7th?
Ethan, who you going for 6th?
6th is tough.
United.
6 is tough. Don't say that, Swansea.
United.
That's not that tough. You know what? I'm
Manchester
going
United.
I'm going to be out there though. Chelsea.
Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea. Look, I gave them a lot of props last season. And obviously, again, they're another team, new manager. There's a lot of teams with new managers
million
coming
players.
in. A million, absolutely a million
We saw
players.
it ruin them for
We've
two
all
They
seasons
just
in a
signed.
row now.
They just signed Neto.
yes, they just signed Nets.
I don't know why they don't sign Osimhen.
There's talks
Well,
they still
again,
might.
the wages.
There's
Osimhen
talks they
doesn't
still
want
might,
cheap wages, bro. He
Yeah,
wants
but
high
they
wages.
clearly have the crud.
Yeah, but like I was, me and Ethan found out recently
Plus
that
he's-
their wage structure is very strict. Eh? That no
Plus-
one there is earning like
No, they
Cole
are- they
Palmer's
are
on
actually-
70K a
They
week,
are,
my friend.
but then we
Yo,
looked
that's
at
like
the-
2015 vibes.
we looked at the list. There are a lot of them earning big money.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
but-
not
but-
it's not a
but
crazy.
Those ones aren't from the new regime. It's like Lukaku.
Yeah,
and
obviously
it's
the new
Sterling, and
regime-
it's
yeah,
all the
well,
players that weren't here.
Well, that's how
from
they
Poch's
signed these
time.
players, though.
Kunku and them also earn like over 100K, bro.
But
No,
Anike
but
is
I mean,
not a lot,
over
though.
Ani's
In
fine.
today.
But I'm just
I'm
saying
talking about
it's not Lukaku isn't a star at
Lukaku-
all.
no,
He
but
barely
Lukaku
plays.
is Sterling.
100K is like I'm okay. I'm not
That,
gonna
that
say
that's
average.
Premier League average now. If you
It
were
kinda
top,
maybe easier.
if you were top 6 Premier League club,
Yeah.
100K is
Is
average.
Chelsea
Like, how
a
much
top-
does
is
Conor
Chelsea a top
Gallagher
6
do?
Premier
How
League
much do you
team?
think
Sorry,
Conor
if you're
Gallagher
big
earns?
six, if you're big 6.
I can't
Conor
remember.
Gallagher earned like 50, and they offered him a new deal.
week.
A week.
That's
No, I don't think it
That's
was that
fucking-
low.
No,
I don't
bro,
think it
in
was
the
that
water,
low.
bro.
He was earning less than Palmer, and that's why
that's
why he
fuck all.
wanted a new deal, and that's why when they offered him a new deal with such a short, like it's a 2-year deal,
I
they
remember
offered him, and then
playing
he said,
FIFA
"Nah,
in 2015, and Gerrard wanted to leave Liverpool because I couldn't pay him. Gerrard,
don't believe FIFA manager fucking
and I couldn't pay him
negotiations,
100
please, bro."
in 2015, and they paid what Gallagher 750. What did you say?
Bro, it's whack. It's like, but again, that he's an academy boy. He loves the club. I don't think players like that make much noise about
But
wanting
yeah,
money.
so you say Chelsea 6th.
Yeah, I think Chelsea 6. There's just you look at the signings they've made. Like you said, Neto. They've even signed. I like Dewsbury Hall.
Yeah,
I know
Dewsbury
Dewsbury.
Hall's good.
I know Dewsbury Hall is like.
That's a squad player, if any.
That's the thing. I know he's.
It's like another Ross Barkley
He
signing.
very much is like a squad player, but I think he'll be able to do a job in that Chelsea team. Sometimes you just need someone who you know what they
What
can
job
do
does he
and
do?
they'll do. What do you mean? He'll
He can hold it down.
No,
He
what
can
did
hold
he
it down.
He's a
He's a
He's
mid
young.
div.
He's young.
He-
English.
No, he's a midfield, but
he
like,
could potentially.
I don't remember. Where did he play for?
Leicester,
Leicester,
yeah.
yeah,
He could
yeah.
potentially become the new workhorse that Conor Gallagher was. You know what I mean? Like you.
I don't think he's as good as Gallagher.
No,
but
exactly. He's definitely not as good.
I
but
don't think he's not
But
exactly gonna
but
start
you
week
know
in,
what
week
you're
out.
gonna get out of him. There's talks now that they're gonna sign João Felix. Osimhen is still a potential. It's a good team. It's good players. It's a new system.
need to
It,
sign
it,
a
it should
striker.
do better than last season. They do need to get a striker.
I don't know, man.
They should do better than last
A
season.
world class strike. They
But,
must have signed like they must have signed like
They have
a fucking
Lukaku. 300,000 a week, brother.
bang
Lukaku.
on. A bang on. Isn't he going back to?
He's at Chelsea still. They're trying to sell him, but,
but-
again, Napoli want
Yeah.
him, but
Is it
Napoli don't
Napoli?
have the money for it. I think Chelsea
That's-
obviously don't
I
want to sell
heard
him for
about
peanuts.
the swap deal with Osimhen.
Yeah, but that's Osimhen's agent came out and said that's
Fuck,
nonsense.
would you fucking swap Lukaku for Osimhen? Napoli. What?
Osimhen was once out because
Yeah,
remember all the
that's-
I know the
racist
racist
thing
thing.
he
that's
was.
the thing.
Not, yeah, they're not going to be racist to Lukaku.
That's true.
I
That
don't
is
think they'd be
true.
even more racist.
Okay, but look, Ethan's gone Chelsea in 6.
Yeah, look, they do have tough games to start the season because I think the Man City's like
City's
their
the
first
first
game.
game.
So they do have tough games to start. So
Reece James also fresh injury.
that's gonna hinder them. I think having like a hard season to start always fucks you up a little bit,
Yeah.
and I think that's gonna fuck them up a bit. But yeah, I'm going Chelsea
Who have you gone
6.
6, bro.
Don't say United.
United.
I've also gone United for 6.
Alright, I'm out. This is the last episode for me.
I've also
man.
gone United
Look,
for 6.
I was going to go 7th, but then I thought that's a bit harsh.
No?
So,
I'm
look,
just gonna-
nah, Ethan, honestly.
Tottenham, we still haven't said. Newcastle, we still haven't said.
Exactly. So where else are we supposed to put United? Considering
Above
you have,
Tottenham,
considering you have to
I
consider
can't
Spurs
actually.
and Villa.
above Newcastle,
and Villa.
above Newcastle,
And Newcastle, you have to consider them.
at
Okay, I'll
lea-
put him above Newcastle.
at least above
but
Chelsea.
Not but not above Villa.
Okay, for sure. But then
not above
But then
Spurs.
we're putting United like 5th. You can't put them
now
7th.
You're gonna battle with Spurs, actually.
Look, I'm saying here now, Chelsea's not in my top 7 at all.
Sheesh. Okay.
that's
So,
That's
again,
tough.
new manager, a billion new players. It destroyed Graham Potter. It destroyed Pochettino. It's going to destroy Maresca. That's
Who
it.
the fuck even is Maresca? No offense.
He was
He-
Leicester's
No,
manager.
that was
He was Leicester's
rhetorical.
coach,
That was
yeah.
He was
rhetorical.
Leicester's
That was
manager.
rhetorical.
But yeah, I've gone United in 6, and I honestly think that's decent for United, considering
Where did they
the
finish
amount
last
of
season?
newness at the club.
Did you finish last season?
8th.
Yeah.
That's an improvement, bro.
I think no, and again, I think considering the newness of at the team, there's a lot of newness going on there, bro. I think, and everyone else has strengthened a lot. I think that 6 is fair.
Yeah, it's
But
very
even
fair.
I can understand why you wouldn't
It's
think
funny,
so.
but it's fair.
Sponzy, who have you gone for 5th?
Fifth, because I put United. It's between Villa and Spurs. Villa.
Villa?
Yeah, Ollie Watkins just has it, bro.
Hey, Villa.
If it
the
doesn't-
amount-
if it
the
doesn't get
signings
injured-
that they've made, they just signed Onana from Everton.
If he
as
don't
well,
get
bro.
injured, then away. If Spurs signs Ivan Toney, because I think they should go for him.
I think Villa ended last season in the best form, eh?
Because if Spurs, Richarlison goes to Saudi, they get the Kroon.
But he said no to Saudi already.
Really? fair enough. But if they do get rid of him, they take the Kroon and they spend it on fucking Ivan Toney, then
Or they just bought Solanke. 65 million pounds, 18 goals in the Premier last season.
Yeah, Solanke at a I'm not gonna say a breakout season. He's been
Yeah.
the right age profile, also like 26 or 27.
Yeah, like you getting someone that's ready.
but that's not a 20-goal player. Let's be real. It's like
I've got Spurs in fifth.
so, okay. I will go with okay. I'll first, but then fourth is
Ethan, who you got in fifth?
Fifth, I've gone Spurs.
Okay, cool. Fifth Spurs.
I
we
think-
got
I think-
some
I think-
cool.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you guys.
Fifth Spurs.
First
I
is
think
first,
they'll finish
but then
above
where-
Chelsea.
where-
They've just brought in Solanke. Obviously, Andrew style, very attacking.
That
Yeah.
means I'm saying that Villa's gonna be 8th then.
Yeah, I mean, if you think they're going to be 8th, I think they've
They're not
strengthened.
gonna be 8th.
They've
They're not
strengthened
gonna be
so
8th,
well in
'cause-
this transfer window.
Who did I say was 7th? That we agreed. I agreed with you guys.
Wait,
About
I said West Ham.
Yeah, I agreed
Yeah,
with that.
you said you were leaning towards Palace.
And then
also.
for some reason you put United 6th.
Well, then it's United 8th, and then Villa fucking 6th.
Villa are finishing above United.
That's
this
my
season.
exactly
Guaranteed.
guaranteed.
Bro. Guaranteed.
It's where I'm trying to be nice. Otherwise, I put United fucking 8th and Villa fucking 7th. And then Spurs 5th. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, United 8th. You haven't improved.
Back to back. Arteta did that, bro.
sorry, guys. I'm
Arteta
sorry.
had back-to-back
I
8th.
Look, I know it's funny. And United is obviously decent, but Villa is fucking got something. And Spurs. It's between Villa, United, and Spurs.
Spurs looked so good
The
last
three of
season.
them, the
If
three
it
of
wasn't
them.
for Spurs injuries and the lack of a finisher up top, I think
wait.
both of those
I'm
problems
gonna
are
say
sorted now.
those three clubs are gonna finish in. I don't know what order.
I
though.
think they're very interchangeable.
Yeah,
You can
I don't know what
honestly-
order. So 8th, 7th, and 6th are between. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna do that. Sick.
Alright, bro.
And then 5th Spurs. Fuck yeah.
Fifth Spurs. I'm gonna kickstart
Sorry,
off
is it-
fourth. Fourth, I've
Can't even
gone.
make eye contact.
Fourth, I've gone for Liverpool.
What? Okay, 4th Liverpool.
What? No.
I also think Liverpool. Fuck all in the transfer window.
Yeah, fair
New
enough.
manager.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anything can. I think
Yeah,
fourth is
fair
good.
enough.
I honestly
Nah.
think Arnie Slot's first season in the Premier League. If you get fourth, I think that's decent,
Push
bro.
solid. Push solid.
I think the team's not terrible. Last season they pushed right up until the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think fourth Liverpool.
So he says 4th. You say?
United.
United fourth again. I can understand. Bro.
United.
I can understand. If Yaro them come
Fair
back
enough.
from injury and they just hit the ground running.
Let's get into it. United have
Nah,
had
fair enough. You
a
actually
pretty-
don't have to explain. I get it.
I'm
but
gonna
yeah.
get into
Go
it.
for
though.
it. Nah, go
United
for
have
it.
had a pretty good transfer
Yeah,
window.
you signed
Yeah.
2 bench warmers from Bayern.
You've kept your star manager.
Yeah.
Stop.
After interviewing every other manager and publicly interviewing.
Yeah, there's no
Not at all.
Yellow stability there.
Not at all, bro.
Hey, there's stability now. We've had
fuckload of
we've had
stability.
new backroom staff come in. Ruud van Nistelrooy
Ruud
an
looks good.
assistant. He
The-
looks
the
good.
fucking
I
shadow
know,
of the beard
He
looks
looks
great.
good. And
Looks
if Ten Hag does fail, there's your potential new manager.
And then he picks up from an 8th
Hey, you got
finishing
A,
United.
bro.
bro.
Nice.
And he's got
A.
it.
He's
No,
got
look,
A. He
I-
will
I-
never
I-
be the manager.
I think
What the
United
fuck?
United have had a good transfer window. Obviously, it started very well with Yoro and Xerxes. And this, it seems like De Ligt and Mazraoui are like done.
Yeah, yeah.
Basaka obviously to West
Wait,
Ham. Good signing
De
for
Ligt,
West
De
Ham.
Matthias
De
De
Ligt,
Ligt,
yeah.
Like fucking the
Bayern-
man played
Bayern Munich, Juventus. Yeah.
Bro, okay, if you guys get that man.
No, it seems
Can
like
I
it's
say,
done.
Remember Eric Dyer was starting ahead of this man last
That
season.
means fuck all, Logan.
No, it
that
means a lot.
Absolutely fuck all.
Means
This-
a lot.
The two teams
I
that
think
this
that's
means a
manager
lot.
dumbness, bro.
Exactly.
Dyer's
That-
never
that's-
better than De Ligt.
Means
Exactly,
a lot. I'm
Spons.
just saying.
Exactly,
Means a,
Spons.
I'm not seeing any Bayern fans crying about losing the league.
Really?
Not at all. He was a bench warmer. He manned Mazraoui. I think they're good signings.
So he's just
because
on FIFA and
I
pays
think,
them.
no, I think that Mazraoui and De Ligt improve United, but they don't improve the other top clubs in Europe.
It's a classic situation of dome manager, like sponsor.
I remember De
say
Ligt
what
being,
you
I
want,
remember
bro.
De Ligt's name being thrown in there. Yo, if you partner
No.
him with
Yeah.
Van Dijk, then you got the
Sponsor-
That was
best.
that
De
was
Ligt-
4 years ago.
De Ligt.
It was long ago.
Him
bro.
and Koulibaly were like, who do you partner with Van Dijk? De Ligt and Koulibaly.
De Ligt has only played in top leagues. He was the captain of Ajax at the age of 18.
So wait,
Yeah.
him and the Butcher.
yeah, even the Butcher.
I think
that's a
it's
solid
it's
pairing.
a good duo.
That's
I
a
think,
great pairing,
I
bro.
think he improves United.
If the Butcher
And then you've got Yoro. You got Yoro as well. Talks that Braithwaite still might happen, dude. If that honestly happens, United's defense is the best in the league.
Oh hell no, bro.
You think
Let him cook.
best in the league?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Like we said about De Ligt, okay, he's a lot better than what people are saying he is now. I know he's
Defense includes keeper. Eh?
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, Onana's pretty solid.
fucking
bro.
No, I think
Onana's
when
pretty
you say
solid.
best defense in the league, you're talking about compared to Saliba and Gabriel.
Bro, your keeper's so cock. Like, no, like, okay. Look, okay, I guess you guys had a decent clean sheet run or whatever.
We actually did have a
But he-
we did
but
have a
he-
surprisingly.
We had the best
Please,
defensive record.
but
in the league.
Yes.
please just go and watch your Champions League run.
Yes, I know. But look, Nana City's going to be different this season, and that's why United in fourth.
United in fourth.
Firmly fourth. Look,
United firmly
we've
fourth.
had a
Comfortably in fourth.
comfortable fourth. We've had a very good transfer window, and it still looks like it might continue. Braithwaite might come in,
Yeah.
and like I'm gonna reiterate, best defense in the league if that happens.
It's up against the best defense in the league from last season that is still looking just as
I'm just
good.
saying Arsenal got no depth. United,
We have all the depth in defense. We got
Hey.
like 8 defenders.
if this happens with United, our depth is Yoro, De Ligt, Mazraoui,
Well, you can't even count Yoro yet. He's out for 3 months.
Maguire. Okay, shut the fuck up.
But I feel like this happens every season.
It does. United fans
United-
gas
No,
themselves
no,
out.
it doesn't.
United
United,
get some
United, no,
signings.
For years,
You
United.
know what sticks in my head? Like Angle Di Maria.
Yes,
that
Di
just
Maria.
that just.
You know, I didn't
sticks in my
realize
head,
that
eh.
man hates United, eh?
I wonder why.
I saw there was talks of I don't know which club, I can't remember the club he was at before Benfica, but like one of his teammates was saying whenever a United game was on TV, he would be like, change the channel, please.
Can I
don't
talk
wanna
about
see
why
this."
United finished fourth?
Yes.
Okay,
Go for
listen. United, we're looking good. The youth players look incredible.
Looking good, bro.
Mainu, Diallo, his preseason has been insane. It's
been insane, bruh.
Garnacho, goal this weekend in the Community Shield. We saw it happen.
You were singing on the bus though.
Okay, let's not get into that. And then obviously there's a couple new Collier. We've seen him. He played a couple preseason games from the youth. Looks very good. He's one of those dudes who plays with his socks down. I always like a player with his socks down.
Smith Rowe style. Grealish.
Bruno has just gotten a new contract. He's happy. He's gonna stay. The all players. This is a make or break season for Mason Mount. Obviously,
And
we
for Ten Hag.
You're number 7.
yeah. For now, it is a make or break season for number 7. We saw he was injured most of the season last season, and the times he wasn't injured, he did nothing.
Yep.
So Mason Mount, this is going to be huge. Another player, Anthony. This is, I have no clue what Ten Hag's going to do with Anthony, because I mean Sancho is still
We have
there.
no clue what
Stability,
Anthony's
guys.
going to do with Anthony.
San-
Solid top 4, but they have no idea what they're gonna do with certain players.
Anthony
that's-
said
that's
his
depth.
name. Anthony
That's
said
depth.
his name is going to be involved when you're talking goals and assists
Yes.
now. But I think there's 0 goals and 0 assists still counts as his name being
And
involved.
Anthony's going to have a huge mindset shift. Same thing with Rashford. If both of them want to do well, they're going to have to change
Oh,
the way
that's
they
another
think.
player now that they've uncertainty. Wow.
Rashford.
No,
No,
look,
I'm just.
Rashford's just uncertain in front of goal.
The list is just growing.
No, look,
but
Rashford's
you're,
uncertain in front
but
of
you're
goal.
solid in
there's,
fourth.
there's 2 players on that list, Anthony and Rashford. Okay, okay,
Okay.
Mason Mount as well. I guess. We'll
Oh,
put together.
Casemiro.
Three.
The thing with Casemiro is
Casemiro. Oh no, there's a
Casemiro-
thing with Casemiro.
he's guaranteed to play. We don't have any other defensive midfielders.
Yeah.
He will play. Same thing with Rashford. Even though you want to talk about
And
him being
McSauce.
iffy,
I just want to call it here
Maxwell
now.
might leave.
I want to call
Remember
it now
Fulham.
that we are going to see Casemiro in centre defence again because there's going to be injuries at United. I'm
no,
saying it now.
If we get the depth, we won't need that.
I'm saying it
If-
now.
but like,
if
he's
we-
like,
if
you'll
we
get that
sign-
many
if we
injuries.
sign- yeah,
he's
no,
like
you'll
your,
get that
he's
many
like your
injuries.
starting.
I'm saying now the
fucking-
Butcher is not seeing out the full Premier League season.
You think so?
Not at all. Not at all, brother.
I like you
He's
guys.
not seeing. I'm sorry. His injury record so far has proven it. The Premier League is still just as physical as ever. He's not seeing
There's
out the
more
full
games.
season injury free. He's not Saliba.
There's more games
He's not
this season.
Gabriel, brother.
No, look, and again, like I said, the depth. Hey, if he gets injured, guess what? We've got De Ligt, we've got Yoro, we've got
The
Maguire.
last injury quite prone.
Is he?
Yeah, bro.
I'm not even worried about the injury proneness. Honestly, just the fact that he's been a bench warmer. That's it for me, bro.
That's a man. Okay, look, we're getting on to we're talking about other shit now. But the atmosphere at the club as a whole should be a lot different. Ten Hag seems a lot more confident now. He's got backroom staff that he actually wanted to bring
Yeah.
in. The team seems like they're helping him now. This was an incredible transfer window and the first transfer window with Ineos and Jim Radcliffe in, and it's been a good one.
Yeah, I like Xerxes.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And
It's like-
again, I think the Lichty does improve you guys. Same with Mazraoui.
yeah. No, look, our first game of the season, we're playing the first game of the season against Fulham on Friday. I'm expecting us to win that. It does get tough
Home
after that
away?
because I think it's at home. Our third game is against Liverpool, though. That's
Yeah,
tough.
that's gonna be sick.
So I'm expecting United to at least go into that game with 2 wins under the belt. Fulham, and I don't know, we're playing second, but I expect them to win that too. But yeah, United fourth.
Ah, United fourth, bro. I've got Liverpool fourth. You said?
For fourth, it was
Villa?
No. It was not Spurs.
You said Spurs fifth, I think. Yeah.
Then
It's
Where you
it's
going,
either
bro?
Villa or Liverpool.
Where you going? For?
And then the other one is third.
yeah, okay. Realistically, Liverpool.
Fourth.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's fair, bro.
No,
And
I mean,
on-
Nah, fuck it.
Do you have thoughts about Arnie's slot? Whatever.
So
Have you liked him so
Arsenal-
far? Arnie's slot, are you happy so far? You watched the preseason games?
I haven't watched any.
Oh, yeah,
of the
the Liverpool
preseasons
beat
in fucking
United and
America.
Arsenal.
Yeah, Liverpool.
It's America.
Liverpool had a good
Fucking time zone
preseason.
thing.
That's terrible.
Nah, but there was talks of like, look here, they're gonna have a preseason, see what is what, and then go into the transfer market, which looks like is happening. The Zabamendi thing is a bit of a blow, but other than that, I think the vibes are good.
Always.
I don't know.
Always at Liverpool,
look,
though.
if there's nothing to go by,
You got no injuries. That's
but
the thing.
if you're just
Alexander-Arnold
gonna
and Robinson are
judge
fit.
by how the club has been run, if you watch the backroom and how they've appointed like backroom staff and getting Klopp, for example, and like Michael Edwards being back, how they got certain players and improved them. The club has obviously run well.
They're one of the best.
So
Always.
judging from that, and then what we've seen in preseason is looking good, bro.
It's a good team.
And how do you feel about the no signings though? Are you
we're
kind of
trying.
okay with that so
Well,
far?
at the moment, it doesn't. It looks like, look, it's easy to say this because they might be rationalizing a
Yes.
little bit, but like, do we need signings?
Yes.
Not really. We need a defensive mid.
I've heard about that. Why? What happened to Indo? Isn't Indo?
Well,
no,
Endo's a
he's-
squad player, bro. He's a very good squad
Very
player.
good,
But I don't think
but like-
you want him to start.
We
Indo.
need a bit more help.
Okay.
But like him and McAllister in there were
Indo impressed, bro. He did better than I thought he was going to
fantastic.
do when they signed him.
and
so yeah, I
we've seen Gravenberch. Arnie Slot seems to like Gravenberch
yeah,
a
so
lot.
there is depth there. It's just there's a lot to work with. Sabozla is still there.
Yeah,
There's
I
other
love
players
that
that
dude.
What
are
do
I
you
think
think
this is a
about
big
that
season for him.
that Cavallo dude leaving to Brentford? That young midfielder.
I'm
I
still-
liked him.
I'm still shocked, bro.
No, look, he's a technical player.
Yeah.
He's still, I mean,
he's
he
young.
reminded me
And
of
he's young.
like
Aqualani.
I'm gonna say no. Look. I'm gonna say Curtis Jones is a better version of.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair
They
enough.
both
okay.
they both keep the ball. They're both
Yeah.
technical. They both
Curtis
like
Jones
to
had a good
dribble,
preseason.
carry the ball. And I think Curtis Jones is a bit better than him in that. He's been on the fringe, that
Yeah.
Carvalho man, for a while.
Yes, but they loaned him out last
from
season.
Fulham
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm not too.
And you see Curtis
phased
Jones said
about
he's
it.
the happiest he's ever been
Yeah,
under
the
Slot.
the
He's had a
squad
very
looks
good
good.
preseason.
They were doing some madness in preseason, fucking gun training, shooting. Literally,
Is it?
There's apparently
Is that
there's a gun
that's
range
their
at
team building?
Malwood now. If
What?
it's at Malwood, like honestly, there's footage of them with fucking R1s and.
I just know Arnie Slot asked for, or not asked for, because Klopp already had one there, but there's a paddle court at Liverpool's ground as well, which Arnie Slot
Nice.
is very excited
So
about.
yeah, we have nothing to judge by besides watching Arnie Slot at Feyenoord,
Yeah.
and like I said, we've seen how the Liverpool's run. So judging by those two factors, it
Yeah.
looks okay. I'm gonna say.
Is he 10 out 2.0?
Look, but when I say fourth, I actually feel like but then it's like, okay, you need to obviously consider what's going on.
Yeah,
but
yes.
there's a part of me that feels like I'm underselling them a bit.
No, look, last again.
That's the fact that I have that feeling. I'm very like
confident.
yeah. I'm
The
glad
team-
that I
the
have.
team-
It,
this
it
team-
fills me with yeah.
This team pushed City and United all the way last.
Yeah,
City
yeah.
and Arsenal, sorry, all the way
But
last.
again,
But-
that
but
was
we had-
under one of the best coaches
Yeah,
in the world.
Klopp
Like,
is
I don't
that
think-
X factor.
No, no,
I don't
he's-
think. I
he's
don't
that
think.
X factor, yeah.
I don't
brings-
think Onslaught's a bad manager.
Well,
in
look, what we
preseason.
can all agree on is that Klopp brings out the extra 10,
Exactly.
5%.
He's one of the best in the
He
world.
did
don't
also have a
know
very
if-
big say in who took over from him,
We
and
don't
he likes
know
Slot.
how Arnie Slot is in that era,
Yeah.
in that aspect. However, he is known for improving players. That's
Yeah.
one of the attributes that we booked him on.
That's
or
fair.
That
That's
we
fair.
hired him on. Look, he's probably not on the level of Klopp, but
Yeah,
there
for sure.
is there.
It's his first
and
season
you can
as well,
improve it.
bro,
So
so-
yeah, I'm happy. Think
Liverpool fourth?
Liverpool first, City second,
Oh,
third
oh,
Arsenal,
oh.
third,
Where's United?
third Arsenal,
Where's United?
fourth fucking Villa, fifth Spurs, sixth
Where's United?
fucking
Which United?
United, and then seventh West Ham.
Alright.
Okay, but on to be real now.
That's the dream. But yeah, I think we'll finish fourth.
You think fourth?
Third will be fucking
Villa?
nah.
I've gone Villa
I'm
third.
talking shit. We will finish third.
Damn. Villa
Again, I
fourth.
also think third and fourth are interchangeable.
I think they all very
at this
close
City,
point.
as well.
Arsenal,
Yeah.
Liverpool,
Villa.
nah. Spurs, Villa.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think Ange Postecoglou, bro.
Yeah, you think
I
this is
fucking
his-
granite, man.
Look,
And now they've got a striker. So
Yeah, and a good one.
But yeah, guys,
I've
I've said my
gone Villa
piece.
third.
I actually have to go.
Thank you.
Buns?
Yeah, thank you, Spons.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
Love you, Spons.
You guys continue with your shit predictions. my
United first.
My predictions obviously.
Now that
predictions-
Spons has gone United first.
my predictions obviously gonna come through. Innit?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
shout out to Sponzy for pulling through. Good to have him back on the show, even though he had some ludicrous predictions.
Yeah, we'll see how much of that comes through.
Look, on to third, Ethan. I've actually gone Villa for third.
I've gone Villa too.
But I also think, now that I was marinating on it a little bit, the balancing of Champions League football and Premier League is going to be new for them. It's new territory. I think
Yes.
Emery is good.
Yes.
But like I said, I think between Liverpool and Villa, it's pretty much interchangeable. But Villa are, spoiler alert, my dark horse. So I'm going to say Villa's third. I think Villa are going to be a real threat in the league this season. I could see them finishing third.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with third too, and I know, like you said, the whole Europe thing does come into play. But let's not act like Liverpool don't have Europe too.
That's true.
I just think we've seen enough from that Emery. He's a good coach. He will figure out, and even if it's like we saw last season certain players like Duran.
Yeah, he performed.
He performed
when no one expected it.
So I think even if something big does happen, like Ollie Watkins' injury, I think they will still have a system and a player there in place to replace him and keep going.
And the Champions League format has changed, and I think the change of format could help a club like Aston Villa if they get a decent run of opponents.
Yeah, opponents.
In the log format.
Yeah.
They could balance it out decently.
No, look, I'm expecting them to. Unai Emery has proved by now he's like a world class coach. He'll be okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to have Villa in second. Because I think City are going to have a drop off the season. I mean...
Off the face of the earth?
They are not off... That's the thing. I mean, I would have put them third, if anything.
Third is off the face of the earth.
By their standards, yeah. It's just... I just think that all they're doing is stripping their depth, bro. Like, I'm not convinced by Savinho.
They bought Savinho, and obviously now they have a ton of money from the Alvarez thing. I'm sure they'll do something.
They have to, bro. They can't go into the new season without a backup to Haaland, like a proper backup.
No, but again, though, even if worse comes to worse, they come up with some false nine with Bernardo Silva.
Pep loves that, but I think it'll probably be Foden. Bro.
But I'm saying they will be okay. I think honestly, Man City, even without Alvarez, even if they don't make a signing, they will finish still 1-2.
No.
Yeah,
that's fair. It is Man City at the end of the day, bro. They just did the 4-peat.
And I put them in my second. Man City second. Yeah,
I've got City second. This is literally identical to last season.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I know we said the same things last season. Hey, it was close.
It was 2 points, bro. 2 points with the difference.
I still don't necessarily think Arsenal have done enough, but I think City have kind of hampered themselves a little bit because even though they have depth, losing Alvarez is always huge.
Yeah.
City have really... I mean, Arsenal have really not made it tough though. Like they really should have.
Again, my logic behind this is last season we scored the most goals. We had the best defensive record in the league. We won 28 matches last season. I don't think that there's much you need to do. I know a lot of people are saying get a striker in.
Let's be honest, strengthen up that left wing as well. Martinelli wasn't guns
and that's also why we got
season.
Calafiori. Calafiori's style of play, it does, and also with us being linked.
Left back.
He's part of the left side.
You got a left back.
It's literally a part of the left side of the attack. That's it. It's if all pieces play a part, bro. That's why we got Calafiori does the inverting thing that Zinchenko does. Only he's better defensively as well. So I think that, and again with us being linked to Mikel Merino's being linked because he's ideally going to come in as that left 8. And his style of play, he links up at Real Sociedad with the left winger, with the left back. So I think Arteta's whole driving force right now is sort of the chemistry on the left to balance it out with how it is on the right. And once we get that going, bro, and we start stretching opposition teams a little bit more, now they can't force us to the left because the left's going to be just as threatening, ideally.
Look, I like Martinelli. The issue is though if he gets injured, because he got injured last season. The issue is if he leaves.
Martinelli won't leave.
No, I don't mean leave. I just mean like leaves. He can't play a few games or whatever.
I'm still okay with Trossard there, bro. It's Trossard and Martinelli on the left. Our left wingers have never been the problem. It's been the support for the left winger that's been the problem.
Okay, fair enough.
I think it's... Look, again, I'm not saying a left back wins you the league. I'm just saying we are better than we were last season.
For sure. But again, though, and that's why I am going to still give them the number one spot because I think City have gotten worse. Whereas even though Arsenal have just made one signing, it does make them better by default. At least they've made the signing.
Timber is back as well, like a new signing. So,
but yeah, a striker, dude. I still think you look at Tottenham getting Solanke. Why isn't Arsenal doing something like that?
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have wanted Solanke.
You want Solanke?
If Solanke was linked with Arsenal, I think it's very underwhelming.
Solanke guarantees you 20 goals.
I do think I am also like a bit of a snob, just because his name is Dominic Solanke and he comes from Bournemouth. Like on the surface, I'm not like woo. Like for Spurs, I think it makes perfect sense because Spurs are that smaller club. But I think that Solanke at Arsenal, we can do better, bro. I'd rather just keep Jesus. I know you and a lot of people don't think Jesus has it in him. I've said it before on the show. I think Jesus has it in him. And bro. Look, it looks like Eddie Nketiah for the time being at least is still staying.
He's still at Arsenal.
And again, last season when Jesus was injured, Nketiah got a call up to the England team because of his goal scoring
I like
record.
Nketiah, but it really seems like Arsenal are just trying to sell him. They don't want him to stay.
I think they're okay with him staying, but they'd want their money if they're gonna sell him, and I think that's fair, bro. Look, Arsenal, we're not Chelsea. We don't force players out, bro. We don't
Force him
force you
out. Make him train with the under 18s.
Don't remind me, bro.
But yes, so Man City in second and
Arsenal first.
first.
Let us know your guys' predictions for
let
the
us know.
Champions League placings, for the relegation places, and then FA Cup. You and Swansea were saying you think Liverpool could do it.
Yeah, I think if you hadn't noticed, Liverpool aren't in my top 8. I think Liverpool aren't going to do well in the Premier League, but I think they might push for a trophy. I think they
That
push.
is actually a surprise that they're not in your top 8.
I know.
Or top 7 rather.
Top 7. Yeah, top 7. I think they'll push for something though, and I think that something will both be the
FA Cup, Carabao.
FA Cup and the Champions League. I think they're going to push Europe. I don't know necessarily about the Premier League, but I think they're going to push the competitions, the tournaments.
It looks like this is the last season for Alexander-Arnold, at least from where I'm sitting.
And
Same with Alisson.
I wouldn't be saying Alisson as well. I could easily see him going to like Bayern. What are Bayern Munich going to do after Neuer? I could see him going to some other big European team. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, we did see David De Gea just get a move to Fiorentina.
Yes, man.
I'm happy about that.
I think Fiorentina win the Champions League.
Sorry, Liverpool.
But no, look, I don't think Liverpool will win the Champions League, but I think they'll make it
a
far.
good show of it.
I think they will win the FA Cup though. They have to win something, much like Arsenal. They have to win something.
Yeah, look, I've popped Arsenal for the FA Cup
Is
this
it?
season.
Is it?
I think Arsenal are going to do it. But again, Man City, bro, I think this season, the mentality will be come back with a vengeance. You know what I mean?
Come back from what? They won the league.
Yeah, but like again, they didn't look that impressive last season compared to what we are used to seeing. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, I think they are going to shape things up a little bit with the inclusion of the young players. But I think that's also what makes them a stronger candidate for the Carabao and FA Cup, because in those competitions, you'll see a lot of rotation everywhere.
Yeah.
City's rotation, bringing in someone like McAtee and Rico Lewis and Oscar Bob,
Yeah.
it does help them a lot when it comes to those games, and they can keep players fresh for the league. So City will be there. In every competition, they'll be there or thereabouts. But yeah, I think honestly it was between Liverpool and actually I also had Man United for the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, I think
just because of the fact that also Ten Hag will. I mean, I think he can make it 3 for 3, bro.
He always goes for something.
3 seasons, 3 trophies. I think he can do it.
You want to do Carabao Cup?
Carabao Cup, I'm going United.
Is it for
I'm
sure?
going United.
Okay.
Absolutely United. I think United take it more seriously than other clubs are taking it right now. But at the same time, like you had pointed out, their depth. I think that's also where United's depth helps them.
Yeah.
In the Carabao Cup, bro, you bring in those youngsters that you were talking about. They already look good in the first team.
Yeah.
So they may not be starting week in, week out in the Premier League games. But once they do make those cameos, they're gonna be.
Look,
wow.
I agree. I can't argue with that. I've gone Chelsea though. Again,
It could happen. Last season they should have done it.
Exactly. Last season
should have
they
done
made
it.
it to the final of the Carabao and the fucking FA
Yeah.
Cup, and they lost
Yeah.
both of them. I think there's like you said, if you're gonna talk about depth, Chelsea have so many players.
They got too much.
They will be able to form a team and do well in these competitions. So even if they make it to the final of the FA Cup again, like they did,
can have a unique 11 for each competition, that they are
yeah.
in, bro.
So, but I do think
And they have no Europe.
I do think, yeah, exactly. I do think Chelsea will win something. So I'll give them the Carabao Cup. You wanna do Europa? I think United takes Europa.
United have to.
Yeah.
I think if United don't win the Europa League, at
No, but
least
look,
with
there's-
regards to the teams that are in it right
I was
now.
gonna say there's a chance Liverpool drops down, and you know what I mean. Like there's always
Yeah.
a chance that other. But yeah, I'm going with United. We've seen Ten Hag. He won the Carabao Cup. He won the FA Cup. This season he's gonna win the Europa. Next season Premier League.
I from the jump once United locked down Europa League football,
Yeah.
I said they're favorites for.
And
bro.
again, like Logan said, you look at the depth. The youth players are so good right now, and I think having the new defenders in our back line, even when players are injured like Martinez, because of the depth that will be there now.
Johnny Evans,
we will still be able to play a high line. So and I think the higher line by default helps Casemiro out as well. He has less to do.
Yep.
So I think, and again with Onana saying that he's going to play different this season. A lot of last season he was just hoofing the ball up. I think what he kind of means by different is he's actually going to try and play through the defense this time.
Yeah.
And I think having De Ligt and Martinez there instead of Maguire and Martinez, it's a lot more mobile. It's a lot more. They're a lot more malleable. You know what I mean? Because even if you put Yoro in there instead of De Ligt, like
the drop off isn't.
The drop off isn't major. They will still like Liverpool are able to do even when Van Dijk isn't there. they have Kanate, Matip, they have these defenders who can still play the exact same
Yeah.
way. So there's not a major change to the system.
philosophy stays intact. The style of football stays intact.
Whereas I think right now, if Martinez is out of that back line and you've got Maguire and Johnny Evans, there is no high line.
We saw it last season.
That is the
bro.
most and even if you put Lindelof in there, that is no high line. There's no movement. That's just a low block.
Yep.
And that's never going to help a team that is trying to play transition football.
Yeah.
Look,
I'm not trying to disrespect clubs from the other leagues that are in the Europa
I am.
League.
I am disrespecting them.
I just think that United, and I do have some Premier League bias in my mind. English clubs are going to win it all. Okay, the Champions League, probably Real Madrid again. With Mbappe there now, it's scary season.
Yeah, no.
But I think United take the Europa League and then Golden Boot. You want to do Golden Boot for the Prem?
Yeah, we can do Golden Boot.
I'm still sticking with Haaland, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's tough to look past Haaland.
Or
especially-
Gabriel Jesus.
Okay, well, it's not tough to look past that. But especially with Alvarez out, you would think Haaland starts basically every game.
Yeah, look, and as he did last season when he was fit.
Yeah, no, the thing is, though, he did get injured last season.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
if he doesn't get injured this season, I'm assuming he plays every single game. So yeah, I'm going Haaland as well. You
I
can't
remember
argue with
last
that.
season he went through such a drought and then still ended up winning because there was how many games where it was like, Haaland's gone like 4 games, no goals.
Yeah.
And then literally he'll just take like 2 games where he gets hat-tricks.
Yeah.
And then he's got the golden boot again.
You speaking of golden, the Golden Glove.
Golden glove, I honestly think David Raya is going to do it again, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. Arsenal,
I think Raya is gonna do it
they've
again.
gotten a new defender in now as well. Yeah,
And the current back line from last season is still there. No one's injured. We look good in preseason. We only lost to Liverpool in preseason. Every
Yeah.
other game we won, scoring a hell of a lot of goals and conceding none or one. Remember we beat Leverkusen 4-1. Invincibles Leverkusen.
Yeah.
We beat Olympic Lyon in the Emirates Cup 2-0.
No, Arsenal have had a pretty fucking solid preseason.
I think
That's
David
tough.
Raya again, bro.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. You look at Liverpool.
I still say it's more down to our defense than it is down to Raya's ability. But whatever it is, I think Raya's going to take it again.
Yeah, you look at Liverpool. I would say they still look good. Obviously, defensively they still have Trent and they still have Conor Bradley as well.
And Van Dijk, I'm not going to lie, looks a little bit of like he's got like a new resurgence about him.
I'm
bro.
sure he does.
Towards the end of last season, he was literally unbeatable.
That's the thing. I think to a certain extent we'll see it'll be make or break for a lot of those Liverpool players
Yeah.
too, with the new coach coming
I
in.
really think it's the last season for a lot of them, bro. I
It
think
is.
after this, they walk,
I
bro.
think so too.
Genuine.
Everton obviously finished second.
And Pickford,
Pickford-
Pickford was one clean sheet behind Raya.
Pickford. I don't know if Braithwaite leaves. I
No,
don't
then
see that
Pickford's
happening.
done, bro. Then Pickford's done.
So I'm not even going to say them. One thing I want to say Onana.
Well,
I
he
wanna
made the
say
most
Onana.
saves last season, isn't?
Exactly, and I think even for clean sheets we were like surprisingly high. And I think with the new defenders coming in, it changes things like massively. So yeah, I'm actually gonna say Onana.
Bold statement, bro.
Golden Glove Onana.
Bold statement.
And then I know we did the thing about dark horse. I'm probably gonna Tottenham. I think Tottenham will do well with Solanke.
Spurs, I think, are a very decent
Yeah,
dark horse.
with
Because
Solanke
again,
in.
last season, if Udogie and
Yeah.
Pedro Porro don't get those injuries, bro, and if Son is firing from the
Exactly.
start,
and
you
if
know what
Son
I mean?
doesn't have to do everything like Solanke, at least now there's someone else who will score.
Literally, bro. I think Spurs are a proper
I
decent
think
shout
they look pretty good
for
yeah.
dark horse. I still think my main dark horse is Villa, but
yeah,
I've got
third.
eyes on West Ham and Fulham as well.
I think West Ham and Fulham,
I've got
definitely.
eyes on,
definitely
not
look
to
at
win
those
the
two,
league,
but
but
go,
I think
yeah.
to absolutely overperform,
Yeah.
like genuine, bro.
And I think that's a day.
I think Chelsea, and also like flop of the season, I think I'm giving it to Chelsea again. I think Chelsea are going to underperform. I think Chelsea are going to flop the fuck out of the season as they
Look,
did
we
last season.
we saw last season near the end they did. Remember last season they almost finished like fourth.
Yeah, it
They
made
ended
no sense they got rid of Poch, bro. By the time.
it actually makes absolutely zero sense. But last season we did see them kind of pick up steam and almost finish fourth.
That's true. I just want to say this. After a player has a season like the season Cole Palmer had,
Yes.
teams catch on very quickly.
No, teams do catch on, but
very
I
quickly.
think Chelsea have made a good. Neto's a good signing. They made a couple good signings, and
Neto's going to have a solid 10 appearances and then he's going to be injured again, as we've seen at Wolves.
There's enough. Like he won't have to be the main man. Whereas at Wolves, he kind of had to do everything.
That's true.
I think if you put him in a Chelsea squad, new system, new coach, obviously he has something in mind.
Yeah.
He's gonna have Neto do what he thinks Neto can do. And
Neto's a good player.
He's a very good
Very
player.
good
Like
player.
genuinely a very good player. And if Chelsea can also bring in João Felix as well, that's another good winger.
Again, you know me. I'm still not convinced on Felix in the Premier, at least.
Yes.
But
But
saw
look,
him at Chelsea before.
But he can have his moments. I'm just saying these.
And you just need those moments.
You just need those moments. So
And Cole Palmer.
I can't go Chelsea. That's why I think Liverpool.
Underperformance.
I think Liverpool underperform.
they're going to be the underperformers.
Like I said, they're not even in my top 8. Or
yeah,
my
that
top
is
7.
true. I guess by that logic, you do have them as the...
And whether it's them focusing on other competitions or whatever. I think a lot of those players will, like I said, make or break. I think a lot of those players will either have good seasons or bad seasons. I don't think there's going to be an in between.
It's an extreme, yeah.
Yeah, I like Van Dijk and Alisson may have the worst. Trent as well. They may just have the worst season ever.
Yeah.
But they also could have a very good season.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting it to be bad though.
I honestly think that is fair. When it comes to new managers, especially. Like,
But I mean, look, Chelsea also have a new manager.
well,
coming in,
that's why I think Chelsea have too much new. It's too many new players. It's a new manager as well who's proven in the championship level. It makes sense for a club like Chelsea, but
yeah, it makes a ton of sense.
I think Liverpool underperformers,
I
Chelsea
also think
underperformers.
there's maybe like a bit too much pressure from Liverpool because I think people still. I mean, we saw Swansea and you.
High expectations.
People still expect Liverpool to finish in like the top 4.
Yeah.
Like that's asking a lot for a new coach coming in.
Yeah.
We didn't do that with United and Ten Hag.
Maybe I'm giving too much credit to
The system and the team.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I know.
I think on Slot's the thing that helps him most is that they've held on to that team.
Yes, Klopp has left Arne Slot an amazing team.
And Salah looks good
Yeah.
again.
No,
bro.
he looks incredible. But again, though, it is a new coach. New mentality wise, it's very different. Klopp was one of the best in the world in man management. We don't know if Arne Slot's going to be the same.
But look, like we said, a lot can change between now and the end of the transfer window. A lot can change in my FPL team between now and the end of the transfer
That's the
window.
thing,
Have you got your team sorted?
No, I haven't. I'm probably going to do it literally Thursday.
I did. Yeah, that's fair. I did mine this morning, but I also did it yesterday and the day before, so it's ever changing.
Yeah, our fantasy league is
FPL's
up.
back. We are trying to dethrone this man. And maybe he's gonna do a 10 hog, he's gonna do two trophies, 2 seasons in a row.
I just win.
Yeah, let us join our league. The link will be in the description for this video as always. Thank you guys for watching the show. Let us know your predictions, all the same golden boot shit that we've said in this show, and we will catch you in. Oh, hold on, before we close. Man United versus Fulham, opening game of the season. What's your prediction?
United win that.
United, we're gonna put a score on it.
Go. Thing is, Fulham's good. I'm gonna go 2-0.
2-0?
Yeah. It's at Old Trafford.
I think Smith Rowe gets a goal, bro.
Fuck that.
I think he's got 2 for 2 so
the
far.
only reason I'm questioning it is because I do think they still have Leno. They still have some like good players in there.
Yeah, and they've got Marco Silva, good manager.
So I do think it's not going to be like 3-0, 4-0, but I think United should win. I mean, you look how well we played against City.
Yeah.
City's a fucking good team.
That's true.
And even then, Xerxes didn't play. We didn't have a striker start in that game. I think our team will be better than that City team. So I'm going for.
I think they'll win, but I think like 2-1.
Okay.
Like I said, I think Fulham are scoring. Arsenal's first game is against Wolves. Luckily, no more Pedro Neto to worry about. Jose Sa, future up in the air. I don't know what's going to happen with him, but I think Arsenal win that game, bruv.
Yeah.
We've had their number in recent seasons. So, yeah, I'm going to say Arsenal going to take that 3-0.
Yeah, I think
And
Arsenal
then, obviously, the biggest one of the weekend, we're not going to analyze it, but
Chelsea.
City versus Chelsea.
It's hard not to look past City. It's
Yeah.
hard to look past City.
But Chelsea, they're a surprise package this season.
They're a complete surprise.
I think that's also going to be extremes. Either this is going to work really well.
We saw last season Man City and Chelsea had a highly entertaining games. I think both of them.
Chelsea were in how many games of the season?
I think both of them were like super high scoring. Again, Chelsea still have defensively. I don't know who their goalkeeper is. I think that's their weakness.
Yeah, they just signed Jorgensen, who I like.
So I could also see this being like 3-3, 4-3.
Yeah, I think draw. I think it's going to be a draw. I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to be a draw.
I'll go with 4-3 Man City win. And this is how Holland starts, baby.
This is how Holland starts.
Triple captain in first game. I did it last season.
You
I might
did do
do
it,
it
and you ended up winning the
I
league,
might do it
bro.
this season.
Let us know your guys' predictions for those games as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.